Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post another quick video. I just did a response to Robert Z's question and just kind of moved over here really quick and thought, let me go ahead and do a response to Steve, the Harmless Rebel, his 300 subscribers contest. I definitely want to jump on board with that. I mean, you guys know Steve, I don't have to say anything about him. Great guy, great taste in music, really fun channel. And so let me kind of jump in and pay tribute by answering the 3 different questions you had in your thread / contest thread. And maybe I'll do them in slightly different order. So let me start off with the first one. You asked about one of our favorite B-sides, like maybe a single that wasn't released on the regular studio album or something like that. And my favorite is actually coming off of a kind of a maxi single cassette, or I'm sorry, CD, off the Blues Traveler. Now the single is Runaround, which of course is on the record 4, but there's a track on here called Regarding Stephen that was not on the original album release. And in my opinion, probably one of the best, if not the best, Blues Traveler songs ever. I love that song to death. There's another great song in here called Escaping, which is also a track that was not on the regular album. And both of those tracks really, to me, are 2 of Blues Traveler's best ever. I can't believe they didn't put Regarding Stephen on there. I mean, great Blues Traveler sound. Of course, his delivery, his vocal delivery is so unique. And the lyrics, too, just really, really powerful stuff. So my favorite non-LP track is actually my favorite song by the band, which is Regarding Stevens by Blues Traveler. So that would be my answer to the single question. The next one was show an album that's kind of like a guilty pleasure that maybe no one would ever assume do you really listen to that or so forth. I guess it really depends on who you're talking to, because obviously those of you in the VC that kind of know me, if I showed a Wayne Newton or I don't know, Taylor Swift or whatever else, that wouldn't be a shock to you. You guys would just kind of be like, yeah, that's Mr. Hall of Fame. That's just, So I almost had to think about it kind of like in a backwards way of thinking, well, what would someone in the VC maybe would definitely not be the first artist they would go to in their first 300 picks of artists that they would say, Brandon loves. And what artist would I almost bet that no one would put in there in that mix? And so the one I came up with is Tupac. Again, I'm sure the average person off the street, this might be one of just looked at me and didn't know me. This might be one of the first 20 or 30 artists they would guess that I would probably like. But again, those of you in the VC, one thing you don't hear me talk a lot about is more modern day type hip hop. Even this, I mean, we're still talking, Tupac with 90s and everything else. That's to me still kind of new school. Basically anything before, no, I take it back. Anything after 91, 92 is new school to me. Anything prior to that, that's old school. So one thing you don't hear me talking about a lot is kind of new school hip hop, because that's one genre I'm not that into. Love the old school stuff. Oh, you take me back to the days of Fat Boys, Curtis Blow, Run DMC, Heavy D, Eric B and Rakim, Too Short, good to go. I can't get enough of that stuff. Houdini. But more the new school stuff, again, you don't hear that much. So I would think that for people that knew me in the VC, something like Tupac, that would definitely be a guilty pleasure. I mean, I never really liked him that much, period. So it is a guilty pleasure in that sense, that I do love some of his, or good chunks of his music, even though I didn't like him that much personally. But definitely a great album there, kind of a greatest hits 2 LP set. A lot of his great tracks on here. So that's what I would pick as the guilty pleasure that people in the VC would probably, again, not guess in their first 300 guesses of what that might be. So the third question was cool packaging on something. And the coolest one I could think of was this explosion in the sky. Very cool in the sense that I'm looking at here. Okay, make sure I have the right end up there. So this is what the packaging is like. There's a sleeve, you can kind of see there that it came in, which is really nice. It makes it very easy to get in and out of the plastic sleeve. Okay, so it's a bigger 2 LP set. As you can see, it kind of unfolds like such. Okay, and what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, is I'm going to take the records out. So let me pull this out, sit right over there. And the same thing here. Alright, so the first thing that makes this kind of a cool packaging, excuse me, is it has this huge poster that comes with it. I think I've shown this in a video a long time ago, so it might be a repeat for some people that have been around my channel for a while. So it has this huge poster. It's not unfolding. There we go. That comes with it. It looks like such, right? Okay, so you see that, and then of course you see that like cracked concrete type of thing right there in the middle of it. Well, the idea behind that is it comes with 2 LPs, and they each fit in one of these side flaps. You know, kind of folds like what looks like a T. You see? And so the idea here is that you can fold this up into a box like this, and it kind of makes like a little house. So you got the bicycle on the side, the front door, back window, and then there you have like the outside part of a fireplace. Well, that's the outside of the house. So I just kind of lower one of these so you can see. You can look over in there. Then you have the inside of the house. So then the one I flat down, of course, because that's where the front door is. So I can just kind of flip that around really quick. And so you can see like there's the door. So the idea behind this, there's no like hooks or anything to really hold it together, I mean, without you actually doing it that way. But you build a little house with the box, got the floor there and everything. And then you can sit the house in the middle of this, which kind of makes the yard. You know, so you lay that down flat and you put the big old house right there. And so it's a little, you know, little house on the prairie type thing. So from the standpoint of like really interesting packaging or something like that, that's probably the, I think, kind of the coolest one that I have in my collection. And again, that was Explosions in the Sky. All right. So there you go, man. There are my 3 quick answers. And as always, let me know what you think. And again, congratulations on the 300 subs. You should definitely have a heck of a lot more than that, that's for sure. Matter of fact, once I get this video posted up, I'll go in and put a link to your channel down there. So for those of you that don't really know Steve or Harmless Rebel, haven't had a chance to kind of check his stuff out, make sure you go to his channel, make sure you subscribe. It's really cool stuff. All right, so take care, VC. Again, congrats, Steve, and we'll talk to you soon, man.